Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
4 down. Mike 17. Mike 17. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Mike 17, we own them. We own them.
Now Wilson.
Outside coming.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And if that run looks familiar to you by Walker, it should. You saw it at Wake Forest, at Michigan State, and in the NFL here with Seattle. A nice start to his career, totaling a little over 2,400 yards from scrimmage and 18 touchdowns in his first 2 seasons.
On the double. Mike 5. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Check it, hot read.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tight down. There you go. Mike 5. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Again, it's Walker. pushing his way through. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Howell, another throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Talking about it and bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Show an 8. Show an 8.
19 Tiger.
It's Howell with another throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
After the interception, here's Wilson. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Switch.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Jam him. Jam.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This now a 3rd and 4.
Strip that ball. Mike 17. Mike 17. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Me and you. Five's the mic. Five's the mic. Three buzz. Check.
Walker with another carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
You ain't got nothing.
Running left is Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Check. 55's the mic. Check. 55's the mic.
To the right side, this is Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here it comes.
You go tight.
70 Lion.
You got tight right there.
Now Howell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go again. Shift.
Howell changing the play here.
18 Rattler.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Mike 5. You're trash.
Liking 18.
Flare.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the...
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 21, here's second down and 8.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Four down. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Here I come again.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Mike 17.
Come off the ball hard.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got four down.
Watch that.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Get him, boy.
17's Mike 17.
Watch the out. Shift.
Mike 17.
Now it's Wilson.
Mike 17.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big pickup of 38.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Reek Woolen in on the stop.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5.
Tight right. 3 down.
Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Tight left. We got 4.
Now Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich from 13 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. We'll make our score 14-7.
14, Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
55's my guys, 55. All day. 70 Ranger, any day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 5, Mike 5. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hal throwing on first down here. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Hal, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Watch the slack. Mike 17.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Second down and 8.
I'm here all day. Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. 4 down. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Yeah. You don't want
Now it's Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game.
Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 19, watch 19. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. 14. He's going deep. Get him. Single. I got a single in the slot.
Flacco looking for his first toss. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Strong right. We got three down. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Flacco from midfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
And Mafe really took a sizable leap in his second season, recording 9 sacks on the year. And they expect that number to continue to grow as he continues to gain experience.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow a ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Watch safety creep. Cougar 19. He's creeping.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3 buzz.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Check. Slam.
On 1st down, Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I got you.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, pick it up, D. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. I'm coming. I'm coming. You better get ready, quarterback. Whip. Mustang 19.
Hal down to throw it. This is the tight end Fant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Mike 5.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st down, Hal going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Double up. Mike 5. Mike 5.
Record.
They go play action with Hal. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
You don't want it.
And Hal will throw it. Pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Five's the mic. Watch the curl.
Here's Hal. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And once more, Hal back to the air.
Watch the screen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Powell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
60 Eagle. 79 Broncos.
Second and 10, Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. Back to throw, Howell. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Pharaoh Brown from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike 17, Mike 17.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
17's Mike, Mike 17. Here we go, here we go. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Go. Go. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
17's Mike, Mike 17.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
All day, punt.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Again, Wilson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Target, 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 target. Mike 17. Mike 17.
To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's McLaughlin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Mike 17.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the slant. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Mike 17.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco.
They're running it.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Check 52.
Once more, it's Flacco to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down. Mike 17. Mike 17. Danny. Mike 17. Mike 17. Watch twist.
Now Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Donald Parham there to make the grab. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
27, Broncos 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
On second down, Wilson. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Cortland Sutton managing to stay in bounds. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. 4 down.
Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Broncos 22. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5. Right here, right here. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mike 5.
Throwing here, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Howell. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch! 70 Timberwolf!
A gear for Walker running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Mike 5. Let's go, D. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
19 Tiger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 17. Mike 17. Watch the screen.
Here's Wilson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2.
Mike 55.
Howell throwing for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They scared. 17's Mike 17. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 17.
Wilson That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Mike 17. Mike 17. It's a party now.
To throw again is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrell Dotson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Here I come. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Now Flacco. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Check 26. Check 26.
70 Lions.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now Howell. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. That one is good, but the final margin will be 6 as this one is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.